I'm from Boston. Yeah, I'm from this really racist part of Boston called Boston. And I'm an Orthodox Jew. Yeah. I've never had bacon. I'm that kind of Jew. I've never tried bacon. I've tried cocaine, but I've never tried bacon. That's the life I've had. My real name isn't Alex Edelman. My real name, get ready, is David Yosef Shimon ben Elazar Ruvain Halevi, Alex Edelman. I go by Alex, because it's all I can remember. And I get a lot of crap for not going by my real name. My family gives me a lot of shit for it. They're like, why don't you go by your real name? Huh? You're not proud of your real name? And I'm like, no. My dad's name is Elazar. They'll be like, why don't you go by your real name? And I'm like, I don't know Elazar because it sounds like we're all in Slytherin. That's why. I have cousins, Menachem and Yitzchak. You can't even spell their names in English because there's no English letter for phlegm. I have a twin brother as well. I have a twin brother, AJ. My twin brother is a professional bodybuilder. My twin brother is a professional bodybuilder. And people are like, are you guys identical twins? And I'm like, we used to be. Now we look like a before and after photo. He lives in New York with 2 cats and no neck. I live in New York. I moved there to go to college. I went to New York University. And I didn't know this until I got there on the first day. NYU has no campus. There is no campus. And this is how I found out. I just dropped my stuff off at the dorm on the first day, and I said, where's the campus? And the RA was like, what? And I said, where's the quad? And this is what he did. I'll never forget this. He went, Alex, the city is your campus. And I said to him, I was like, I don't know if you know this man, but I did a Google, and last year there were 188 murders on campus. My first job in New York, I worked at KFC. I worked at KFC for 3 weeks, which is the longest anyone has ever worked at a KFC. I have a pension. And what you're supposed to do when someone walks into a KFC is say, can I help you? The KFC that I worked at was in Penn Station in New York, and I worked the 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift. At 1 o'clock in the morning, in a fast food restaurant in Penn Station, can I help you is not good customer service. It's a promise you can't keep. I never minded sad people, by the way. You should be sad. It's a KFC. You should be devastated that you're in there. The people I minded were like happy white hipsters who would come in like it was a real restaurant. And they'd say things like, what's your healthy option? And I'd be like, leaving. That's our healthy option. You should be the same as the employees who work there when you go into a fast food restaurant. You're unhappy, we're unhappy. You're gross, we're gross. You're not wearing gloves, we're not wearing gloves. This woman came in once, and she was at least 300 pounds, and she had the meanest expression I've ever seen. And I said, can I help you? And she went, I don't know, can you? And I didn't know what to say to that. I just went, we have a chicken. What would you like? And she went, I don't know. And I said, well, what are you feeling? Which is also the wrong question. Because she goes, well, I'm tired. And I'm homesick, and I miss my family. What do you think I should get, you little asshole? And because I was like 18, and I had no training, and I had no other options, and I really wanted to help, I was like, if you miss your family, we have a family bucket you could get. All right, thanks so much, guys. This has been so cool. I'm Alex. Has anyone seen the documentary Free Solo? Yes, a whole bunch of you guys. If you haven't seen Free Solo, it's about a guy named Alex Honnold. Alex Honnold climbed the northern face of El Capitan using nothing but his fingernails and his borderline autism. This guy was not intimidated by the northern face of El Capitan because this guy can't read expressions on any kind of face. The hero of the documentary is not Alex Honnold. The hero of the documentary is Alex Honnold's 23-year-old girlfriend who is 4 years away from realizing she's making a terrible mistake. Why is every documentary about like a vanilla psychopath? Can we have one documentary about like just a normal dude? He works in IT, he lives in the suburbs, he goes to therapy, and at the end of the documentary, you find out he didn't need to. And instead, everything's about like a maniac in search of like the perfect piece of sushi. It's unbelievable. There's a scene in Free Solo where they're interviewing this guy and his girlfriend, and they're like, Alex, is there anything you're more dedicated to than climbing El Capitan? And he's like, no. Here's how sick I am as someone who just turned 30. The first thing I did after I saw the documentary was Google Alex Honnold, and I felt a palpable sense of relief when I realized he was 3 years older than me. As if, in the next 3 years, I'm going to get my shit together and become the second man to Free Solo El Capitan. Here's the thing. I think it's a really weird time to be a young person. And just like, yeah, I was writing on a TV show. And at the end of this TV show, I checked my bank balance on the ATM, and I had, not to brag, $5,421 in my bank account. And this is how little I know about being an adult. I saw the bank balance on the ATM screen, and I thought to myself, with no irony, I should buy a house. Not a big house. One of those small $5,000 houses. How is any millennial ever gonna own a home? How is any young person ever gonna own a home? It's maybe hate old people. I see a few of you in here tonight. I hate you. Because every old person in a city like LA or New York or London is the same. They're like, my house is worth $2 million, but when I bought it in 1981, I paid 11 raspberries for it. And every young person's like, I have 9 roommates! We each pay $11,000 a month. Although I missed a payment last month, he took a tow, I walk in a circle now. Every single one of us is a lawyer except for Ted. He's a dog with rabies, and we love to get him out, but his name is on the lease. And every single old person's like, I'm a librarian with a home at the beach. Go fuck yourself. How has this happened? And by the way, old people complain constantly, like young people always complain. I have never heard a young person complain. I don't hear it happen. All I do, like my mom sometimes will be like, millennials, you guys live in your phones. I'm like, it's the only place we can afford to live. You're my landlord, you should know that. I was watching SpongeBob SquarePants with my cousin, younger cousin. He's 2 years younger than me. We enjoy the classics. And halfway through the show, I'm fuming because all I could think, I'm like, this sponge owns his own pineapple? And then he went upstairs. I'm like, this sponge owns a 2-story pineapple? Oh, he must be a lawyer. He's not a lawyer. He works in a fast food restaurant. SpongeBob has family money, I am telling you. He changed his name to be more working class, but his real name is Sponge Robert Rectangle Trousers. I swear to fucking God. Last month, the Dalai Lama gave an interview. And I'm not sure if any of you guys saw, you're nodding. I'm not sure if any of you guys saw this. It was amazing. It's a British woman, and she's got notes on a clipboard, and she's asking really softball questions to the Dalai Lama. She's like, Mr. Lama, what's your favorite kind of forgiveness, Mr. Lama? And then she asks a question that's supposed to be like a real feel-good question. She goes, Mr. Lama, do you ever think there's going to be a female Dalai Lama? And he went, yes. And I can see me like, ah. And then he continues, and he goes, but only if she's attractive. But she checks her notes, and she's really checking, but eventually she's like, nope, didn't have the Dalai Lama being sexist in here anywhere. And she was like, would you like to elaborate? And he's like, yes, well, today, people only listen to attractive people. So the next Dalai Lama will have to be attractive. And whether or not the Dalai Lama is right, I'm not going to be the one to make that call. But whether or not the Dalai Lama is right, I have one thought that I have been thinking since I saw the interview. Does the Dalai Lama think he's hot? Does the Dalai Lama wake up every morning and look in the mirror and be like, Asian Charlie Brown, still got it, baby. Why does every one of the Dalai Lama's Instagram photos have the caption, felt cute, might delete later on it? I am sick, by the way, of pretending that the stuff that I like is cool stuff. I don't like anything cool. I'm really excited for the day I can finally stop pretending to hate Coldplay. I love Coldplay. I love calling occasionally someone trying to be sympathetic will be like, oh yeah, the early stuff is good. And I'm like, no, all of it. And I was sitting in a car and Coldplay came on and the driver of the car went, ugh, Coldplay. And I had to be like, yeah, I hate music that makes it feel like you can do anything. And, I like uncool stuff. I went to see Josh Groban a couple of weeks ago, and screw you for the judgment on your face. I went to see Josh Groban. Not a girlfriend took me, not an aunt who likes it. I went to see Josh Groban. And I enjoyed it. He sang for 2 hours at twilight outside Portland in an outdoor venue. It was magical. He sings in 4 different languages. He did Pure Imagination for Willy Wonka. I cried, and I got into the car. I got into an Uber feeling fulfilled, and the Uber driver ruined my bliss with 3 words. He said, who is playing tonight? And I said, Josh Groban. And he just went, guilty pleasure. And I said, what? And I swear to God, he went, okay. And I said, why should I feel guilty? Huh? And he went, okay. And I said, why should I feel guilty? For seeing a once-in-a-generation talent sing timeless classics? And he didn't respond. And then I said something that I'm genuinely sure is the most embarrassing thing I've ever said. I crossed my arms, and after this, we were quiet for the rest of the ride. I crossed my arms, and I just went, you can't help what gives you goosebumps. The worst tattoo I've ever seen is this. I worked with a girl at KFC, long story, and everyone called her Jennifer 9/11. Hold on, it's way worse than you think. She had a tattoo on her lower back of the Twin Towers and the words never forget. First of all, boner killer. Second of all, that means that at some point in her life, she walked into a tattoo, presumably after 9/11, otherwise it's crazy. She walked into a tattoo parlor and was like, I want a permanent reminder of the saddest day in American history. And they were like, Gettysburg? And she's like, no. More recent. And they're like, 9/11. All right, where do you want it? And she's like, it should be a reminder. And they're like, yeah. She's like, should remind me every day. And they're like, yeah. Where do you want it? And she's like, well, what's the one part of my body I could never see ever unless I had a neck like an owl? But here's why it's really horrifying / great. Because time isn't always kind to people's bodies. And eventually, her skin is gonna sag. And those twin towers are gonna collapse again. So it's less of a reminder and more of a reenactment.